Hi, I'm Lisa.
And I'm Sue. After more than 35 years in the classroom, we've retired from teaching, but not from telling stories. We've shared our favorite school day tales, and now it's time to turn the spotlight on us.
Yes, us. These days, we're focused on growing older, but definitely not growing up. We still don't know what we didn't know, but you might pick up a life lesson or two between the laughs.
Hopefully you oldies out there will laugh with us, and you young whippersnappers will be prepared for what's to come. We didn't know what we didn't know. Life laughed.
You know, Sue, one of my biggest fears is my memory, but somebody said, if you're aware that you're not remembering, then you're fine. You know what I mean? If you're going to say something and you have a pause because you're trying to think of the word and somebody interjects, you completely lose it. But remembering people's names, I remember everything from the past, but people's names.
I was subbing for a few years there, and I could not remember the names. Even the last couple of years I was teaching, the names were kind of wackadoodle. Some of the names are pretty
Are you talking
whack.
Names of students? But I mean, even names of other things, you know?
Well, in the middle of talking, I will lose my train of thought where I was even headed. But that's creepy.
Where was I talking?
It's like a black hole. But this is a life lesson, is that what you have to say is important. Mm-hmm. But my mom will not allow me to have a conversation. It's more of a lecture. As soon as you find yourself having to hold court because you can't forget and you can't have a conversation because you're going to forget, either write it down. I've told my mom this.
Oh, so when she's like, you can't talk right now because I'm trying to get out what I'm going to say.
And I'll forget. And she gets angry with me if I interrupt her. I'm like, I'm not interrupting. I'm just having a conversation.
Right. But the thing with me, too, is I've always been such a quick thinker, you know?
Me too.
And I could pound out things really fast. And I'm ADHD. So if somebody's having a conversation, I've already predicted what they're going to say. And I've already thought through that. So now I'm shut down because I already know what you're going to say. Yeah. And so then I interrupt like, yep. I know what you're going to say. I know what you're going to say. And then they're like, oh my gosh. And my sister gets really frustrated with me because I've already gone through her conversation with her before she's even gotten to finish it because she's pausing. You know what I'm saying?
No pausing allowed. No pausing.
No pausing allowed. You cannot have dead air time. So, but
in real life, it's on a podcast.
But the thing is, delete that space. Yeah. But I noticed that in my last couple of years teaching, I'm like, you know, that guy, and I'm like, just a minute, it's coming. And then they'll shout shouting out. I'm like, please don't interrupt. I got 50 brain. Come on. Yeah. But I'm finding that with our friends too. We're like, you know, that thing you put on.
Yeah.
And I think we have to have grace for people as they get older because I'm noticing it now where I can't remember. Like I said, where I go with a whole bunch of my high school friends, and we've been together since kindergarten, and we'll be talking, and none of us can remember, like, what was that song name, or who was that artist?
Was that guy? Was like Sean?
You know, he was in that movie. You know that movie?
This is a guy, but the man, it was his dad.
The movie took place in Boston, but I don't really remember.
And then his dad was the one that was on Seinfeld for a while. He played the father. You know the father.
Yeah.
You know the dad of George is a no.
So
Jerry. No, I don't know.
So we'll have literally, you know, when you have a conversation, you have that 20-minute pause.
Yeah.
That whole 20 minutes will be
just figure it out.
Everybody trying to decode what that person is trying to say.
Right.
It's hysterical.
Oh, it's super funny.
Now, flashback about 30 years ago, you and I teaching. Oh. And we'd have this competition where we'd write a trivia question on a sticky note. And then we'd send a kid over with it and be like, what was the fourth child in Eight's Enough? And then the other person would go, and write the answer.
Jennifer, I got it. Yeah.
And you'd send it back, and we'd challenge each other. Now it'd be like, I'd send over a note to you.
I don't know.
It'd be like,
who's Lisa?
Miss J gave this to you.
Who's that? Jay? You know, though, I will say, I think I remember. Who is Mrs. J? I don't know.
Is she a teacher here?
I've never heard of her. Don't you think, though, I remember the weird trivia of long ago still.
Oh, me too.
I still have that.
Me too.
But I think one thing that we have to teach people is if it's important, it'll come back to you. So when my mom gets rude, like, sorry, Mom, you're not rude, but you're also not listening. But
or you'll forget.
You'll forget. No, she won't. She won't.
My mom has a great memory too. Except things are happening right now. Like she'll ask me 8 times, "Where are you going today?" Right. You never say to somebody that's older, you never ever say this. Well, we already talked about this, or don't you remember?
Go along with
because that's so insulting. I'm like, oh. remember, I'm going to go to so-and-so.
Yeah, they say just get on board the crazy train. And it's not that they're crazy, but that's just the phrase. Get on board and just go,
Say it 10 times. It's okay. Don't shame somebody for not remembering.
But you can say, at least in your head, or to the person who's like angry for you interrupting, and say, if it's really that important, it will come back to you. And I think our relationship is so important that I'd like you to let me speak to.
Right. Well, it's funny too, because sometimes I'll be driving home and then I'll stop to text and go, yes, it was so-and-so to my friends.
Oh, yeah.
Because
the funny thing is I'll be like,
who
is this? Who is this texting me?
A few years back, my son gave me a wonderful gift for Christmas, one of those 23andMe.
Oh, yeah.
Kits. Yeah, what a wonderful gift. It just genetic testing tells me I have one marker for late onset Alzheimer's.
No, it tells you that stuff? I thought you just find out you had some weird uncle living in Bolivia. No.
It's like, well, that's a gift that keeps giving. Like, I have the gene for breast cancer. Well, I got it taken care of, so I'm not going to get breast cancer. You can't take care of that.
I'll give you a lobotomy.
Yeah, right. Well, I don't have two, but it's still you're 8 times more likely or something like that. No. But I know, but
I'll be your friend.
So then every time I can't remember, I get the little like, am I losing it? As long as you realize that you don't know something, then you're okay. It's when you don't realize that you don't know. For instance, I'll walk into a room and I'll be like, oh shit, what was I going to go get? And then I'll stand there for a while, and then sometimes I'll back out the door and go,
you have to retrace.
Yeah. And then I'll do that. But if I went in there and I had completely no idea and then I walk out, then that's worrisome.
Or if you put your keys in the fridge and you put the milk in your purse. I mean,
that's red flags. Or you put your underwear on the outside of your pants.
Yes. That's why we named our podcast, We Didn't Know What We Didn't Know. Because if you don't even know what you don't know, now forget I lost it.
No, but we didn't know we didn't know. You discover things like, oh, I wish I would have known that. Yeah.
For our listeners, though, to know that it's very normal around age 50 to just lose your train of thought, forget names.
See, it was more like 58 for me, and then I'm like, wait, I can't remember that person's name.
Yeah, mine was about 55.
One of my really good friends. Well, that was the joke. Remember when I was talking, it was us girls together, our yayas. We have a group of girls that we hang out, and I was telling a story, and I look back and I'm like, you know, whoever the hell you are back there.
What the hell's your name? Somebody you've been talking to for 35 years. We've been friends. Like, it doesn't matter.
I'm Sue. Yeah.
Whatever
that's
the hell
your name
is. Yeah. It is true. Like I would say, I drive, it's a car. Words like Nissan versus Saab, or I can't. No way. I can't remember things.
Oh my gosh, this is funny. No. I went to the dentist yesterday. So
did you see Dr. Kyle?
I did. I love Dr. Kyle. So cute. He's a cutie patootie. We go the same dentist as well as a doctor.
We have a shadow life.
And we show up at random places at the same time. In other parts of
when we just forget to tell each other we're going to be there.
We're like, hey, what are you doing? I'm camping. Oh, I have two. Where are you at?
Both in Door County.
We were literally
10 sites away.
Yeah,
I'm like,
at the same time.
Here I am. What else was that?
We ended up in Madison at a comedian. Nate.
What's his name? He has big eyes.
That's real
Nate
time.
Bargatze.
We were literally on the same floor, same time, same hotel.
Same hotel. Yeah, we didn't
even know it. Or maybe we knew we didn't know.
No, we didn't.
Yeah.
We just don't.
So
you were at Dr. Kyle. I'm helping you.
Yes, thank you. Woo! See, we're showing you in real time what it's like to live with us. I went to Dr. Kyle and I pull in, and there was an elderly man.
Define elderly.
70s.
Okay.
He was standing outside the building.
Yeah.
And I pulled in with my car, and he starts walking towards my car. And I'm sitting in there because I'm going through my wallet. And he got in my front seat.
Oh, no.
He got in, he sat down, and I'm like, what do I do? I'll just play this out.
Yeah, join the crazy train.
I'm just going to play this out because
get on board.
I don't want to be like, get in. He sat down, he looked over at me, he goes, oh, I'm so sorry. And I said, did you think I'm your Uber driver? And he goes, no, I thought this was my car.
Why was he on the wrong side?
Because he thought I was his wife picking him up.
Oh,
and he goes,
was it cute?
He goes, yeah, I'll take you for a ride, honey. Well, anyway, so he sat there and he goes, I'm so sorry. I'm like, oh, no worries. He goes, no, your car is exactly like mine. There's a lot of those Nissans around. I was like, yeah, it's a Toyota.
Yeah, I was going to say, you don't drive a Nissan. I do know
it's
that.
It's a Toyota.
The same color.
Well, they all look the same. And so I'm like, yeah, red's a popular color.
He said blue's a popular color. This car's
red.
Yeah. Okay.
No, but he was so sweet. He felt so bad. I'm like, really, honestly, no worries. I was actually surprised he could get in because usually my front seat is full of stuff, but it wasn't.
The key is to just keep the crazy a little bit to yourself at times with strangers. Lisa and Monica and I walked into an ice cream store in downtown Eau Claire. And we had a little ice cream and we were sitting down and there's an old lady in the corner.
And by the way, I am the youngest.
Mm-hmm. And I'm older than our friend by 24-hour period.
One day.
Yeah, one day. Yeah. So this old lady in the corner, she goes, random, I bet you I can tell you which one of you is the youngest. And I said, for real, I said, and how would that be helpful to anyone? Because I knew it was coming.
That was so funny.
I knew it was coming. And she points at our friend Monica, who happens to be a day younger than me and a year older than
But it's
Lisa.
not that she didn't point. She said, well, she's obviously much younger than you two.
And I'm like, oh my God.
Anyway.
Sometimes
you lose the filter when you get older. I have not lost my filter.
No.
Yeah.
Except when I told her, how was that helpful to anyone?
How is that helpful to anyone? My sister Tammy and I, we look very much alike. I don't think so, but people think
they
think
the
we're
same
twins.
Coloring and the same eyes.
Same hair kind of thing.
Yeah.
She went to an appointment with me and we sat down. This lady goes, sisters or twins? And I said, sisters. And she goes, which one's the oldest?
You say, ready? How is that helpful to anyone?
And I said, well, that's a dangerous question.
Yeah, good for you.
Because
good for you.
One of us is 3 years younger.
And
so that's a dangerous question. And we're like, yeah, don't go there. I look younger. I look 3 years younger.
Okay. I don't know.
It's just because she gets Botox, damn it. I went to my grandkids' concert last night, and they're just little. It was so fun. Afterwards, I parked my car in my aunt's, in her driveway, so I didn't have to walk, because I was flying in at the last minute.
Lisa likes to get there on time.
Yeah, so after we went in to see her, she's like 93 years old, lives alone, still goes to the grocery store for herself and stuff, and she was a teacher.
Okay.
And that's our bond, that we were both teachers.
She knew who you were. She remember you?
Oh gosh, she's sharp as a tack. So don't think that people who are elderly automatically have those issues or assume that they can't drive or can't take care of themselves or those kinds of things. Give them a break.
Give them grace.
Don't make assumptions. I remember driving and going, oh God, there's a gray hair. Well, that's making a terrible assumption. Everybody has worth and everybody has things that we don't just make assumptions. Yet again, if they do have some issues that are a little bit hindering as far as remembering things or coming back with comments really quick and stuff like that, you got to give them grace too, that, you know what? It's okay. You're all going to be there.
Yeah. We say this in our intro. We've all been that age, and the young people have never been our age.
Right.
So I just think aging with grace means the people around you have to give you grace. Put that on a shirt.
Wow. The wisdom that flew out of your mouth right now.
I know.
Was just...
But I can't remember what I said.
They will go, oh, that's a great idea. What was that idea?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I do want to end with one thing about aging with grace. My husband needs hearing aids. And he's always accusing me of not being able to hear him. Yeah. And basically, I'm just not listening all the time.
Well, that's us.
So I said I'd be his support animal. Did I tell you this story?
No.
Okay. So I said I'd be his support animal. I would go to Costco with him and get my hearing checked because they had two little rooms. Yeah. So I went in room on the left. He went in room on the right. And I know my hearing is pretty good. But I wanted to know. I was curious because classrooms are loud. Right. And I listen to a lot of podcasts on my earbuds and so on. Let's just say one of the tests they do is fascinating. And as they started it, I had to take off the headphones and I said, I am going to ace this test because I was an elementary teacher for 36 years. Those of you who've had a hearing test, you know this one. They play a background noise, like you're in a concert or a restaurant or whatever, and then one lady, it sounds just like a naughty 8-year-old boy, and I know it's a lady, but it doesn't matter. He says, take the road to the left, not the road to the right. And you have to repeat it back. And so it starts out super easy. At the very end, it's this cacophony of noise. And I hear, you can't put a square peg in a round hole. And I said it back to her, and the lady went, oh, no one has ever gotten that one right. But I got it.
You know what, though? I hear lots of things.
that aren't there.
No, I have tinnitus, and so I get that little bit of ringing that sometimes can come with loss of estrogen. Yeah. But that ringing, and it's fine during the day, and I think my hearing's still pretty sharp. But when I go to bed at night, it's like, oh dear. Yeah, it's so annoying. It drives my daughter crazy because a lot of times she's like, you're not hearing. And I'm like, no, I'm like you. I'm not listening because I do have some attention to, you know what I mean? Yeah. When Sue and I get with our friends, we all talk at each other at the same time and nobody listens to anything, but everybody's getting out their thoughts.
Oh, yeah.
It's really crazy. Remember that time when Mark joined us? He was sitting there, his head was just going back and forth like he was in a tennis match. Yeah. And he's like, oh my God, you guys are just all talking at each other at the same time. And every once in a while we'd pause. And then our friend would go, listen to me. And she'd put an L up on her forehead. We're like, oh, we got to stop talking. And then we'll get half through what she's saying, then we all start talking.
Editing this podcast even is challenging when we talk over each other. And apologies.
What I was getting to is I drive my daughter crazy because sometimes I'll say something and then I say it again and I'm like, do you not have a response? And she goes, you said it twice. I already responded to the first time. I'm like, oh yeah, I wasn't even paying attention to it.
That was a famous quote of mine to my class now. Mm-hmm. I would say, what did I just say? It was so boring I wasn't even listening to myself. Sometimes, especially when you're giving these standardized tests, you're like, did I already read that?
Or I don't remember. Interrupting. I'm like, I'm not interrupting to be rude. I'm just have a thought and I want to make sure that I say it out before I forget.
You need to just have a pad of paper and start jotting and pretend you're taking notes.
That would be fun, talking to somebody going like this.
Yeah.
Why aren't you listening to me?
Listening.
You're focusing on your phone. Or you're focusing on your
notes about what you're saying.
Yeah.
As if.
We're all crazy.
Fantastic. Our theme of this one is let's age with grace and accept other people when they age.
And don't make assumptions that people can't do things.
I hear you just fine.
We're all
in this together.
We don't have to say things twice to each other. Have you noticed that?
No, we don't.
No.
I heard you.
Of course, it's just one-on-one.
That's true. Don't put us in a big group.
Hope you've enjoyed this. What did we talk about again? I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
All right. We'll see you later. Whoever you are. What's your name? What are you doing in my house?
Hey, you know what? If you like this, please share.
Oh, yeah.
And it'd be lovely to have some comments. Whether you like it or hate it, just give us a comment.
Or give us 5 stars. And if you don't want to, just don't do anything then.
Everything good to say, don't say it all.
The more exposure a podcast has with sharing, the more
share it, like it,
it's easy to find.
Comment. We'd love to hear from you. And we've changed up. We had such a good following with our when we were focusing on teaching, so we wanted to try something different, and hopefully we'll still bring some teaching stories into it, but we kind of wanted to expand. If you'd rather have us go back to just the teaching, let us know that too. All right,
see ya.
Bye whoever the hell you are.
Who are you? Thanks for listening to our podcast.
We didn't know what we didn't know.
Life laughed. We'll see you next time.
Bye. Bye.